and justice for all.
Good morning. Welcome to the Commissioners' January 2nd, 2024 meeting. Our first business of order today is our reorganization. May I have a nomination for president?
I'll nominate Jordan Brewer for president.
Second.
All right, we have a first and a second. Jordan, you're president.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
There we go.
Look forward to exciting and fun-filled 24 and continuing what we've built in 23. So with that, I'll entertain a motion for a nomination for vice president.
I'd like to nominate Bert Weaver for vice president.
Wow,
We
okay.
have a nomination. I'll second that.
Okay.
Congratulations.
All right, we are reorganized.
That didn't take long.
Nope. Our first item is public comment. I see our Rossville group's here, so I will open the floor up if you could just state your name.
My name is Mandy Pennington.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Happy New Year to everyone. As I said, I'm Mandy Pennington, and I live at 106 East Main Street in Rossville. I'm here today to express my apprehensions with regard to the solar farm in consideration east of Rossville on State Road 26. I appreciate the support of the others who showed up wearing red today. There are a couple reasons I am against the solar farm project. I'm concerned about the location of the proposed farm as it is just east of Rossville, where it was developed by Milner Community Healthcare. The facility has served Rossville and Clinton County area residents for over 50 years. Approximately 15 years ago, the center opened the independent living area, which is a set of 2 duplexes for our aging community. These independent living facilities went over so well, there is a waiting list now to occupy the 16 existing units. I have family members that live in these units that, if the solar farm is approved, will be neighboring with this mechanical giant. My question to each of you is, would you want your family member looking out their window or their doors to see what once was a rural farmland area to now see solar panels and potential lights and sounds of these unfamiliar beasts? My family members sold their homes in town to buyers that wanted to live in Rossville for small town living and a great school system. I understand this concept as Rossville is in an area sought out by people because of its location in the center of industrial conveniences in Lafayette, Delphi, Frankfort, and Kokomo. I am a proud graduate of Rossville. Go Hornets. My father went to Rossville, my kids went to Rossville, and I would like for my grandchildren to go there as well. I'm currently the treasurer of the corporation, and I know the importance of student population and assessed valuation on property to our schools. Prior to hearing of the solar farm, I had been made aware of a potential 150 residential addition just to the west of Milner's. Currently, Rossville homes are sought after. Many times a house is sold prior to it officially coming on the market. As you can imagine, I was very excited about the possibility of this new addition, as it would generate tax dollars through property taxes to our district and would also increase the number of students enrolled in our district. Tax dollars through assessed valuation on property taxes pays bills for the district. It keeps the lights on, it keeps the students warm and cool depending on the season of year, and allows our facilities to be safe and secure. An increase in students from an addition is revenue from the Department of Education in the form of basic grant dollars that support student instruction, which equates to high-quality teachers and support staff. With the housing addition developers, or will they want to develop this land knowing that a solar farm may be put into the east of Milner's? Would you want to purchase a home near a solar farm? It's just something to think about. Will this solar farm upset the values of the homes in and around our small town? Will people want to leave our town and district if the solar farm moves forward? You may not be aware, but Rossville Schools is a place where people and parents want their kids to go. Out of the 927 students enrolled in Rossville this fall, 185 students were transfer students. That says a lot about our school when 20% of the student population is from out of the district. Although this is a great statistic, our school is built on the students within the district and is the center of our community. What impact could this solar farm have on our town and our school and our community? As you might be able to tell, I love my community and I really love my school. I want it to continue to grow and change in a manner that is best for our citizens. I do not believe the solar farm is good for Rossville, and I would ask you, if you were faced with a prospect of a solar farm going into your backyard or your community, how would you proceed? Thank you for your time and Happy New Year.
Thank you, baby.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Anyone else from Rossville? No. Gentlemen, any comments? Okay. Thank you. We appreciate your organization and your words, and we will take those into consideration. But as always, it's not even to us yet. There's many processes before, and it may never get that far. But thank you. Next, we have Renee Crick with our introduction of a new assistant director. Good morning, Renee.
I'm excited to be here and to introduce Chris Guajardo. He will be filling my assistant director's position. Chris, I'm very excited. Chris previously worked for us for almost 7 years. He was a dispatcher and a shift supervisor. He left about 4 years ago for a different career path, but he is back, and I'm very excited to have Chris on board. We're going to take some time getting acclimated with things. He'll be on days right now for just a little bit, and then he will go to that evening, fill my role in the evening time. I'm very excited. We've got lots of exciting things coming in 2024, from increasing our staff to projects, our consoles. Very excited, and I think Chris is going to be that piece that I've been needing for a long time to help facilitate these projects, and I'm excited to have him back on board with us. So, Chris, if you would like to say anything.
Thank you, Renee. Yeah, I'm excited to get started. I think we have a really good 2024, like a lot of growth, a lot of kind of exciting things that are going to be happening. So I'm excited to be a part of it and looking forward to working with Renee. So thank you.
Congratulations and welcome back.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris.
I
Great.
don't have anything else unless you have anything. I don't know if I told you at our last, they did complete the backup
Yep.
at Frankfurt Police. I couldn't remember if I told you
you
that or
did.
not. So that's completed. So we will do some training here upcoming with that, with everybody, just so we have procedures in place and policies in case we do have to utilize that, so.
Great.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats, Chris. Welcome. Welcome back. Okay, next up, Liz. Yep, hiding back there with area plan update. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm also not super complicated this morning. With the holidays being this last week, Tom and I still need to get the request for bids out. I'll try to get that done, at least my part, and to him this week. I don't have anything else that needs a decision from my end unless you have something from me or for me.
I do not.
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right, well, Happy New Year.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks. Rick with a highway update. Good morning, Rick.
Morning. I'd like to thank the commissioners again for the 2 new loaders. We got them just before their Christmas holiday. Our 6 new dump trucks have been built. They're sitting on a lot somewhere waiting to be delivered to the Stoop dealership in Indianapolis, and then they'll go to Clark's to get the beds put on them. And we're still crack sealing right now. We have a aluminum box that commissioners let us buy, and we're going to try to put that in this month. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. Weather permitting, we're going to try to put that box in. It goes on 830 East,
Okay.
in between 100 North and 200 North. Need to make some phone calls and do some locates, and get the box put together.
That box is to replace a bridge.
You're going to
correct?
replace
Yeah.
the cement
Yep.
bridge that
Just
is-
for people that
is
aren't
failing.
familiar with it.
is failing, yes. And it'll be wider.
Yeah.
Also, we're having a little trouble getting stone right now. If there's something you want, you have to call first. before you go up there, because they may not have it. Hopefully, things will get better now that the new year has started, but 53s and 73s and 9s and 11s that we need, we're having trouble getting, because they come in and clean them up just as soon as they make them, so hopefully that'll get better.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right.
Okay, good.
Questions for you?
No.
No,
Nope.
no.
All right.
Thanks, Rick.
Moving on, we have old business. We have the Lucas Fire Extinguisher contract. If you guys remember, this was, Adam came to us probably 2 months back and put together this contract for his services for the county. So I don't know if there's anything you want to add, Adam. I think everybody saw a copy of it. We were in agreement with it. This is just kind of memorializing it, so.
Yeah, everything, I went through a lot of what you guys have coming in. Doesn't look like a whole lot of clean agent issues for replacement. There's a couple units that are probably from the 80s this year that we're probably going to look at replacing, 80s and 90s. It's getting kind of to that age, it's time to look at replacing the extinguishers. But of course, the department heads will be will be made aware before the replacement's done, just so they need to get approval or whatever the case may be, they can get that done. So,
Great. Okay,
I make a motion, we approve the fire extinguisher contract with Lucas Fire.
Second.
all right, motion carries 3-0 for the fire extinguisher contract. Under new business, we have one item, which is our annual appointments that expire and need to be renewed, and we have, I believe, no new ones, but I'll just read through all of them that expired so we're all aware. So the Board of Health, we had 2, Dr. Dominic and Dion Miller. They both, according to Rodney, would continue. In the Frankfurt Library Board, there was some changes, and so Susie Pluhar was the nomination from the library for us to consider, and as well as on the Contractual Library Board, Ann Phillips. Partners in Progress is myself. Redevelopment Commission is myself as well as Jay Hawley. Those are 1-year terms. Wildcat Solid Waste District is all 3 of us. Alcohol Beverage Board, Leland Moyer. Big Cicero Drainage Board would be myself, unless one of you would like to take that on. I'll be glad to do it if, okay.
You're good.
National Organization of Disability, Don Albitz. PETA BOA, we have Larry Moser and Dana Myers. And then at our last meeting, we accepted Tom Little's contract to continue as county attorney. So those would be the appointments moving forward from 2024, unless there was any questions, concerns, or
You just
amendments.
want a blanket to reappoint all?
I think so.
all
I
the
think that
boards?
would
all of
be,
them.
yeah. Yep.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we renew all of the appointments that expired at the end of last year.
Second.
All right, motion carries 3-0 on the appointments for 2024. Department heads, do I have any department head reports? Okay,
Wow.
seeing none, we'll move on to commissioner reports.
I don't
Do
have
you
any.
gentlemen
I
have
have
anything?
nothing to report.
I have one item. Our IU Health Clinic contract expires in June. They have offered up a 1-year extension of that contract. I think Tom's working on it. Haven't seen the paperwork yet. It should be coming in the next few weeks. So just wanted to make that announcement that they were offering a 1-year extension of the current contract.
They didn't want to go longer?
No, they are tying it with their lease
Gotcha.
of the facility, and
Gotcha.
they got a 1-year lease on the
makes
facility.
sense.
So that is all I had. We'll move on to board business. We do not have any claims. We covered those last week when we met on Thursday. We have one payroll claim for the Soil and Water Conservation Board. It was, I believe, their last quarter payroll of $1,330. Do I have a
Motion to approve
Second.
payroll.
Second.
Motion carries 3-0 to approve that payroll. Do we have any minutes?
We do, I didn't put
from last week, so we have minutes from December 28th. Is there a motion to approve those?
Motion to approve previous minutes.
Second.
Okay, motion carries 3-0 on the minutes. Our next meeting, this one was obviously a little short, but we just met 5 days ago, so not a lot happened over the holidays, but our next meeting will be January 16th. Is there any other business that needs to come before the commissioners? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Thank you.
That didn't last long.
No.
I figured it would.